Hello, this is Dr. Jeff, and I'm actually up in the Bay Area because I'm attending my 30th high school reunion. Can you believe that? 30 years? And actually, I wasn't even planning on going. It was my friend Dan Ju, who I'm with right now, actually. He sent me a text and asked if I was going to go, and I just said, no, I'm definitely too busy. No way I'm going to go. And plus, I think maybe more the real reason is I don't know if I had like the best high school experience. But then he said, these 30 years don't happen very often. And I was thinking, you know what? That's true. And so, I try to say yes to things when I feel like if there's not something more important that I'm doing in that moment, then I try to say yes. And so I did say yes to my friend Dan's offer. And I haven't even gone to the 30 years reunion because it's going to be on Sunday, but it's been such a wonderful experience. First of all, I left Orange County John Wayne Airport, and just flying up and heading toward the Bay Area, you're at 30,000 feet, and it just made me think about, it's been like it felt like that, 30,000 feet until 30 years ago when I was in high school, and so much has happened since then. But I was getting kind of a bird's eye view of my life a little bit. And then having a chance to then, of course, connect with Dan, a good friend of mine, I thought, wow, just to even come up here and hang out with him, so awesome. We actually got a great CrossFit workout together, which then reminded me of the importance of community as you strive to do things together. I had a chance to visit my dad at the cemetery, and haven't done that in a number of years. And because I'm not up here in the Bay Area very often, but I had a chance to do that and then think about my father, and that was like, important for me. And it made me think about actually our Korean American Studies class, and if I want to ask my dad more stories about Korea, or being a Korean American, or his migration experience, or my grandmother who's actually buried right next to him. And I saw on the tombstone, it said, I think it was like 1916 to when she passed away. I was thinking, wow, that's the time where in the Republic of Korea was colonized by Japan between 1910 to 1945. And I was like, wow, I bet she has some stories too, but I'm not able to ask her those stories either. So it reminded me of the importance of hearing these stories and documenting these stories and how important that is. And that's kind of what and then we had this awesome like dinner at Fuddruckers, and it's extra special because we sometimes used to do that on the weekends, Dan and I. There'd be the Street Fighter machine, and we'd have like lunch there and then play Street Fighter. So it was kind of nice just having a chance to even talk for 2 hours on a variety of different topics and issue, which then grows my understanding as I get to learn from his perspective. And then this morning, another flashback from high school, because one of the friends that was a senior to me at the time when I was a junior, his name's Pastor Dave. He now is a pastor of a church here, Res Church in Oakland, and they're really loving the community. They are serving in the schools and tutoring the kids. They're providing food, fostering children for if there are children that need fostering. There's just so much love going out into Oakland. I just loved hearing their story as well. It was so powerful. The message as well about making decisions and in a wise way. I think we all want to make wise decisions with our lives, and so when I heard the message, it just seemed so relevant and powerful. And I even had a chance to share like a short sharing even to my daughter of what I learned, and so a lot of benefit already. It's not even a 30 years reunion yet, and actually we're on our way. We're on the Bay Bridge right now, and we're on our way to San Francisco because of this awesome chicken place. What is the name of the chicken place? Santong. I've never been there myself, but you know what? This is the spirit of just saying yes to different opportunities, and in these spaces, amazing things happening. All right, so we just did a pickup order at Santong. It was hustling and bustling in there. I barely could even get my to-go order, it felt like. And there was a line way out the door, but we put a phone order in. Dan put a phone order in, so we were able to pick it up on the way in. I was gonna wait to actually eat with the family, but he said, hey, you gotta try one when it's hot. So here it is, the Santong chicken that is just so famous out here. And I got one right out of the box just right now. It's super hot. I could barely hold it. I couldn't hold it with my fingers. I mean, this must be right off the wok. So I'm just gonna go ahead and try it out right now. Santong chicken, famous. And so here we go. This is so good. It's like hot, crispy on the outside, moist, chicken on the inside. Kind of has a honey glaze to it, so it's like kind of a sweet taste with a smoked chicken taste. Super delicious, and it's like super hot, so it's like extra good. So I was just reminded of my friend Dave. He's the pastor over at Res Church, and when I was in high school, he was actually a senior when I was a junior, and he started the Asian American Club at the high school that I attended. And he took us on a trip to Angel Island. For those of you who don't know what Angel Island is, it's kind of like the Ellis Island, but on the west side for Asians. And I'll tell you, I don't think the migration experience is easy for anybody, but I think it was especially difficult for Asians that were coming over. And so I had a chance to go there, and you know, it's one of the very first experiences that I had with Asian American history. And no doubt that maybe that visit there perhaps made me curious about Asian American history when I went to college, where I took more classes on Asian American history, and then perhaps connected to my Korean American story today.
I gotta say that it's been a pretty great weekend. You know, as I think about schools, there's some thoughts that I had as I went to the reunion. And the first is how important it is to have places where students feel like they belong. So whether it's a club activity or a sport, having that activity or place where students are feeling connected, that was a place where many students had fond memories, like years later down the line, or a mentor or a coach that a person connected with. That was another way that folks 30 years down the line were feeling connected and bonded to one another. So as I think about like schools, fostering places where we can grow that belonging, just so important.